There are some things you don't understand about life until you've lived long enough to see them for yourself. If you had told me years ago that I would reach 68 and look at life completely different, I probably would have smiled and said, I doubt it. Because when you are younger, you think you know what life is supposed to look like. You have plans, you have dreams, you have expectations. You think there is a certain age when everything is supposed to come together. You believe that if you work hard, love hard, make the right decisions, and do what you're supposed to do, life will eventually become exactly what you imagined. But I'm 68 years old now, and I finally realized something. Life isn't about getting everything you thought you wanted. Sometimes life is about discovering who you are after the things you thought you needed are no longer there. And that realization has changed the way I see everything. Welcome to my Life After 60 series. This series is about life at this stage, the things that nobody really tells you about getting older. It's about starting over. It's about relationships. It's about family. It's about money. And it's about retirement. It's about loneliness, friendship, confidence, health, purpose, and learning to enjoy your own company. And most importantly, it's about realizing that getting older does not mean your life is over. Oh, by no means. In some ways, it means your life is finally becoming your own. I used to think there was a timeline. When you're young, we are constantly looking at the clock. By a certain age, you're supposed to graduate. By another age, you're supposed to have a career. And then marriage, if that's what you want to do. Children, okay, that might come along with the marriage. A home, financial security, and retirement. And somehow we're supposed to have everything figured out along the way. But what happens when your life doesn't follow that timeline? What happens when your marriage does not turn out the way you expected? What happens when and if you have children, they grow up and don't need you in the same way anymore? What happens when your career changes? What happens when retirement arrives and you suddenly realize that the identity you've had for decades is changing? What happens when you look in the mirror and realize that you are no longer the woman you were at 30, 40, or even 50? For a long time, I thought those changes meant something was wrong. Now I understand that change is simply a part of life. And sometimes what feels like an ending is actually an invitation to begin again. So join me on my 30-day series of Life After 60. I will break down and answer these questions each day and give you a look at the journey in this thing called life. Welcome to day 1. Hope to see you soon. Like, comment, and share. And if you like this type of commentary, please subscribe to my channel. And turn on those notifications so that you know each and every time I will drop a video or possibly come on live. Talk to you later.